Hello again, everyone. This is John from Flippin Ain't Easy, and wanted to talk to you today about a decrease in USPS postal rates that will be happening very soon. And so, without any further ado, let's go. So for those of you who may be able to recall, back in August of this year, I believe it was August of this year, USPS announced rate increases on most of their package services temporarily from October to the 27th of December. And I'll show you what those rate increases actually were right here. So I will post the chart here that shows the rates that increased in October of this year, and on the 27th of December, that's here in a couple weeks, we're going to revert back to the pre-October rates, which is a good thing, right? But, and I say but, you will see that on the 24th of January we will be increasing the fees again, not quite as high as the October increase, so that's good news. So what you're paying right now, you will be paying a little bit less with the changes after the 24th of January, but at least for a month, or about a month, from the 27th of December to the effectively the 23rd of January, you will be paying a little bit less on your USPS postage rates. And in the 24th of January, I was able to pull up some information. Couldn't really find the same chart that I had available for the changes that happened in October, but as you can see, it's listing various services, anywhere from Parcel Select, which very few of us still use. Priority Mail Commercial is probably the one you want to look at. And that's going up by 40 cents. Now keep in mind, that's going up by 40 cents based on the pre-October or the current rates that you're paying right now. So from what I understand about this is that we're going to be dealing with it's about a 3.5% increase in the pre-October increase for Priority Mail, and most of us who deal with USPS deal with Priority Mail. As far as first class packages are going to go up 11 to 31 cents, and that just depending on your weight, your zone, and all that good stuff. For those of you who use Priority Mail Cubic, and that's on Pirate Ship and other similar sites, from what I understand, it's going to increase about 7% on average. And of course, you're still going to get a better deal if you can make the cubic rate shipping with soft pack. That's using a poly bag. If you can make that work. And for those of you who have never used Pirate Ship, they have what is called a soft pack, which is still a cubic rate. You can use a poly bag measuring 18 inches by 18 inches, and you can pretty much put whatever you want in that poly bag. But the key is it has to look like an envelope by the time it's all said and done. You can't, stretch it out. It can't look like a box. If you put a box inside that bag, it still has to resemble an envelope. And I've run this by Pirate Ship, given them some examples, some photos of boxes inside these poly bags. And as long as it resembles an envelope, even though it will be a big bump in the package, it still can be considered soft pack using the envelope option when you're in Pirate Ship. And I don't know, the other sites that may offer cubic shipping. I'm not sure what terminology they use or how you would set that up. But with Pirate Ship, I've had a lot of experience. I don't use it as much anymore, to be honest with you. I find that because I'm a top-rated seller, I get some pretty good discounts off of the retail prices that USPS offers. And like for instance, on Priority, I'm finding that I'm saving up to about 30% on my shipping. I use a lot of the priority mail padded flat rate envelopes, and those run $7.91. That's a 5% savings, or a little bit more than 5% savings from the $8.40 price. If you can make it fit in that envelope, it's a great way to ship it out. Being that it's padded, it offers an extra layer of protection, and those envelopes are free. You can go into USPS.com, order whatever supplies you want, boxes, envelopes, things of that nature, and they'll ship it right to you. You just got to set up an account on USPS.com. But for anybody who's selling, at least a few items per week, you definitely want to invest in your own little stock of those supplies, so that way, if you get a sale, you can surely take advantage of those rates. $8.40 for a padded flat rate envelope through USPS, and it will save you a few bucks. It's really good for those smaller items that have a lot of weight to them. Like for instance, I sold a lot of batteries, and I think I had about 30 batteries, but those things add up in weight, and they fit perfectly inside the envelope, the padded envelope. And instead of spending probably around $15, $16 to ship these, I only spent $7.91. That's with my top rated discount. I also noticed that you can save up to about 35% on UPS ground, for those of you who like UPS ground. I've noticed on some packages on FedEx home delivery, I can save up to 52% using my top rated seller discount. And it's very strange. FedEx, Federal Express is sort of broken up into a couple different divisions. So, you have your FedEx ground, you have your FedEx home delivery, and you have your Federal Express, which is your overnight delivery, and paired with Federal Express is your 2-day delivery. And on a lot of packages, I'm noticing that I can select FedEx 2-day delivery with my top rated seller discount through eBay, and I'm getting up to 80% off. It's funny because I took some packages that I ran utilizing that particular discount, which was actually cheaper in a few instances than FedEx home, and it's a 2-day delivery. And I took that package into my local, your equivalent of, your postal annex, or your neighborhood store that receives USPS mail and FedEx and that type. They thought I was nuts. They asked me, did I know how much I was spending on that package? And they couldn't believe me when I told them that it was 80% off of the retail pricing through with my discount on eBay. And for those of you, especially this time of year, who are experiencing or worried about experiencing delays in your shipment, especially with a lot of the delays going on with USPS and FedEx in some cases, you may want to consider spending a few extra dollars if you can take advantage of your top rated seller discount and utilize the FedEx 2-day option, which will basically allow your package to arrive much faster than your priority mail or your FedEx home and even UPS ground. And if there's even a delay on that, you're looking at 3 to 4 days max to get across the country, which is about the average time that a package is going to take to get across the country utilizing FedEx home or UPS ground or priority mail. So just something to consider. It just may be worth the investment. It's definitely something I'd consider on an item that is over $40 if the price is right. If I'm just talking about spending an extra dollar or two, I would consider going with the FedEx 2-day option if you can. Now, these are discounts for top-rated sellers, so you really want to consider, for those of you who are out there who are not top-rated sellers, maybe you're above standard, maybe you're below that, you've had some problems with your account, you really want to work on getting your account right. And the way you do that, the way you qualify for a top-rated seller, is you have to have an account that's at least 90 days active. you have to have at least 100 transactions and $1,000 in sales. And by the way, that is within a 12-month period. So any 12-month period to have 100 transactions and $1,000 in sales. Now, the other piece of this puzzle is you have to have good metrics, and you have to make sure your packages aren't late. Make sure your carrier's scanning your packages. That's the number one thing. Whether these packages are being picked up by your local carrier, or if you're taking them into FedEx or the USPS, make sure that you're having them scan these packages. And I think that's very important. Another channel had a video a couple days ago on this topic, and right now it's just not enough to drop off your packages in a bin at the post office, because they may not scan those through. It's really busy right now, and I can tell you those USPS employees, they are union employees, and not a lot of incentive to do what they're supposed to do, and there's not a lot of repercussions if they don't. So if they don't scan those packages, union shops, anybody out there who's dealt with the union shop, I did for 26 years, and I can tell you that while there may be a slap on the wrist for that person if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, it certainly isn't the same as somebody who's working in a non-union shop. So just kind of keep that in mind, that these people, while most of them do a very good job, I've dealt with some that really don't care, and they may not scan your packages. So good thing, and the thing that you may want to do, if you have more than 2 or 3 items shipping out every day, I would set up a pickup request through USPS.com and have them come to your house every day. And initially you'll be doing that request every day as long as you put it in before midnight. And after about a week or so, you develop a rapport with your carrier, and they know to come to your house every day, and you don't have to put in that request. And that's sort of what we do. We have a good relationship with our carrier. She's a really nice lady, and she really makes a point to bring the tubs that we need, and sometimes they'll bring the extra bags, these big plastic mylar bags that we can load up with all kinds of packages. And she's very proactive with that. It makes her job easier too, and she can give us the supplies we need, and set up that account through USPS.com and request a pickup for the next day. So again, work on your accounts. Make sure that you are top rated. You may not be top rated right now, but it's something that you can work on. I know that eBay does a review every, I believe, 3 months. So if you're right now above standard, and you're trying to do right, you're trying to keep your defects down, keep your late shipment rates down, you want to keep your returns down to where they're a reasonable level, and by doing that you can become top rated seller. And that's just one of the perks. You're going to save money on shipping. If you send out, let's say, 10 items a week, okay, and you can save 10% on your shipping, depending on those 10 items, you might be spending 60 to 70 bucks per week on shipping, maybe $100. Let's just make it easy. Say you're spending $100 a week on shipping. That's $10 savings with that 10% discount that you're saving. And I'm giving you examples of higher discounts. And so, rather than paying full retail, you're saving money with shipping as a top-rated seller. So you definitely want to take advantage of that discount. So take the time to work on your account, improve your account, and I'm a strong believer that if you're a top-rated seller, eBay is probably going to put your items a little higher in the ranking. I'm a firm believer that eBay's algorithm will reward those people who have a better standing. Top-rated sellers do get higher placement in search as compared to someone who is above standard. And it's just going to help your sales. It's going to help you succeed on this platform. And so for those of you just starting, it may seem like you're not really making a lot of headway, but keep your head in there and do the things you're supposed to do. do things the right way, become top rated seller, and you should notice that as time goes on, your account is going to do better. So that's what I have for you today. Hopefully this information was useful to somebody out there. That's the whole point of this channel. And if you like the content, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that notification bell icon because it gives you the opportunity to catch my new content whenever it comes out rather than maybe coming across it later. And that would be very helpful to me. If you could do that, I'd appreciate it. We have a week left before it's pretty much too late to ship out packages to arrive in time for Christmas. And get as many things as you can. If you have to work a couple extra hours every day just to get more product up, do it now, because there's some people who are last minute shoppers. I'm one of them. There's going to be people ordering your items between now and I'd say probably around the 19th or 20th, and that's still pushing it to 20th. And even beyond that, you're going to have people buying stuff beyond that. And unfortunately, those people are going to expect those items to arrive by Christmas. It ain't going to happen. But nonetheless, it happens every year. So right now is the time to put in extra time to get as many items listed on your account as you can. Your items can't sell if they're not up for sale. So guys, keep listing, knock it out the park, and just know that flipping ain't easy. And we'll see you next time.